Hi, we are with Randy Dunn, and he did a wonderful presentation for us. And Randy, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you have, what you do, and where you do it?
Well, about 4 or 5 years ago, I started. Kids asked me what I wanted. People asked me what I did with all this junk I had, and so I decided to share it with kids. So about 4 years ago, I started going to schools, fourth, fifth, sixth grade, third grade sometimes. Spend an hour, hour and a half with each group of kids. We talk about the 1800s. We talk about Civil War. We talk about homesteaders. We talk about fur traders. It all kind of has to do with Nebraska history, pertaining one way or another. We kind of tie genealogy in with history, try to make history more interesting to you if you can put yourself in Grandpa's shoes. We all let the kids get a good close look at stuff and get a hands-on deal. I call it a show and tell history program where they can get up and actually touch and feel things.
Do you do this in schools primarily? Do you do it in Nebraska, or do you go other places?
I'm going to Ottawa in a couple weeks, so I'm getting out of state. But target was Nebraska schools, grade schools. I did a 4-H camp, and I did a Boy Scouts deal. So, and obviously I'm here today. I did the iHeart Center. So I try to go where if people ask me if they think it would be would work with what they're doing. But my target when I started doing it was to go grade school at kids.
Well, that's awesome. Do you have a favorite piece that you have in your collection? I know that's probably a very hard question, but do you have one that stands out, or a couple that stand out?
One of the common questions the kids will ask is, what's the oldest thing I have? It's a piece of petrified wood.
Oh, yeah?
So that's the oldest thing I
Yeah.
have. They asked me what my favorite thing is. I really like my dictionary from John Sutter and my autograph book. However, my most favorite thing I tell them now is the spirits that are attached to the Civil War objects. Because these objects have all been used during the Civil War, and I believe that some of them got spirits attached to them.
Yeah.
And so that's my favorite thing.
Oh, that is so neat. Well, it was just so amazing. You did a wonderful presentation, so much information, and a lot of these things I have not ever seen, and it was just a great thing. But thank you so much for coming out, and we really appreciate it. It was wonderful.
Okay. Well, that's my object, is to take things, because a lot of these kids may never see some of this stuff in their lifetime. And so it's to bring something to them to see that they may never see, and the chance to see.
Well, and it makes it real, and it kind of ties it together, and it isn't just something that is on a computer screen, essentially, where you can't touch it, you can't smell it, you can't make a real connection with it.
I was recently to a school. They said the fourth grade was just studying the Civil War. They said that's perfect. The kids actually got to touch a gun that was used in the Civil War. They actually got to see, whereas we was just talking about it. But this actually puts it more where they really can relate to it. And that's the whole idea, is make it so they can relate to it. They'll remember it a lot longer.
Well, that's wonderful. I think that is such a good mission to have, and it will really mean a lot to a lot of people, and they're going to carry those memories forever with them. So it's a great thing that you're doing. Thank you so much for coming and doing your presentation for us. We so much appreciate it. It was fascinating.
It's a community service for the schools, so there's no charge to schools.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.